Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. So today, Leo, for your meditative session, you guys got compassion. Number 15, making a 6. I honestly, when I was looking at this card, it wasn't just about the green and the heart. It was about the blue. And they say in this card that the blue and the green is the higher heart, and that is where like the truth comes out, because it's the connection between the throat chakra and the heart chakra. So I think that this has a lot to do with communication from the heart, right? Like something that you want to relay that comes from, within, something that, you feel deeply. It's like, and the only way though that this can be connected is when the heart is able to connect to the throat, right? So the heart has to be open and the throat has to be open. So if I was you guys, I would definitely work on like maybe some meditation or unblocking of like the heart and the throat, because there's something, I guess, within your higher heart, right, which is when they both connect, that you have to communicate. So yeah, Leo, that's what I'm getting for your meditative session. Let's pull some more cards and see what we got. So Leo, I feel like what's going on is kind of what we spoke about in the meditative session, where I think this is you with the King of Fire. I did see the Empress come out by accident, and I also saw the Queen of Earth come out. So I feel like we're talking to a masculine Leo, right, about a feminine. The feminine could be a Leo as well, but I think this is you, Leo, and I think that there's something that I think it has to be communicated, but this isn't really about communication. This is about like confirmation for you that, I feel like it's like confirmation for you that you have to let this fear go, right? Like with the 9 of Wands, right? This is like someone expressing themselves, right? Expressing love, but clarifying it is the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. Like you're so freaking scared. Like you're so scared to give your heart away. Like you're so scared to show love to this person. You're so scared to like reciprocate. You're very like petrified, right? With the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Wands, this is like a nightmare, and this is like betrayal, and that's what you're afraid of. Like that's, I think, what's holding you back, right? Like it's like you have this beautiful energy, and then there's like this fear like right underneath it, right? And they're telling you to have strength at this time, right? And this is the Leo card, right? The strength card. And it's interesting because it's like, I get that there's fear, like I understand that, but you don't want that to stop you from where you're supposed to be and like who you're supposed to be with, where you're headed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you're going somewhere really beautiful, and this fear, it's kind of like, the 10 of Swords is someone being betrayed, heartbreak, and the 9 of Wands is like a nightmare, right? But what I want to say is that they're telling you to have the strength to overcome this, and that like love can actually overcome this, right? Like it doesn't have to be, again, it's not the actual reality, it's just what's in your mind, right? And I feel like that's what's going on right now, Leo. It's like to open up the heart, to open up the throat, so that you can communicate how you feel. And I feel like you're doing that, right? Because we have the Hero, which is the Eagle card, in reverse. So this is a really good sign. It's showing that like you want to like change, right? Like you don't want to be sitting in a place of like ego, right? A place of like fear, right? And I feel like you're overcoming it, but here at the end, again, it's like you're gonna need strength. So again, what I think this is trying to tell you is like this might not go away right away. Do you know what I'm saying? Like even if you take the chance with someone else, that fear might still kind of linger, like, right? Because it's reappearing again and again. But again, what I'm telling you is like it gets easier, right? It gets easier with every step that you take in that direction, in the direction of love, in the direction of like opening yourself up. With the integrity card, again, this is someone who's like nude, right? This is someone who's naked. This is somebody who's like speaking their truth, how they feel, like what they want, right? And it's a really beautiful energy, and it's right under the hero card in reverse. So I see that you're going, even if you're scared, you're going to be in the energy where you're going to be able to, you know, I like whatever you're trying to achieve, which I feel like is trying to reciprocate love and like be like, you know, showing love basically, right? Expressing love, showing it, being loyal, showing emotions. Like you're trying to do that with the integrity card. And I really love this energy, Leo. I think that, yeah, there's definitely fear, but you're trying really hard to like overcome the fear. And it's interesting because with the healing card, we have the sun and the moon, right? So I just feel like this is confirmation for you guys, even though I think that healing might still need to take place because there's fear that kind of comes up again and again and again. That could be like significant of the healing that still needs to be done, but you really like care about this person, right? You really love this person. I can see it. And I know that like with the sun and the moon, this is a pair, this is a union, right? This is the masculine and the feminine, right? Or the feminine and the masculine. I mean, some people say the sun is the masculine, some people say the sun is the feminine. It doesn't really matter. It's the pair, right? The sun and the moon, right? Like the divine pair. And I think that you guys know that, right? And I think that even with a little bit of healing that needs to take place, you still understand that like what this relationship is, like who this other person is, right? Like it's not, I don't think it's not about them. Like you're not confused. I don't really think you're confused about them. I think what it is that you're just fearful of letting go, right? And like embracing this. And with the abundance card and the destiny, I think that this is again like confirmation that you're headed in the right way. Again, I feel like you know who this person is. Like I don't know if you needed confirmation on like, you know, who this person is, like to you. Is this person like my pair? Is this person my match? Like, yes. But I think it's coming out for another reason. I think, yeah, it's to prove it to you. But at the same time, it's also like, I don't know, maybe you both have this cycle of like in and out, right? Or the cycle of like, I'm not sure, I'm sure, I'm not sure, I'm sure, right? Like there seems to be like some sort of thing going on with that. And I think that, again, maybe it's confirmation for both of you guys, but with the abundance and the destiny card coming out, I see like this is gonna put you guys at a higher level, right? Like abundance, again, what does abundance mean to me? But like, I think you guys understand that what abundance really is each other, right? Like having each other in your life is the abundance, right? Being able to sit in your integrity. Like I think this integrity is like who you really are, right? Like you can be yourself around this person and you don't have to be like ashamed or afraid or apologetic, right? For who it is that you really are. And I think that's like a really beautiful thing, right? Like that's the whole point, right? To find that person who you can be yourself around. And that's what I feel like both of you have, right? Like that ability around one another to be who it is that you really are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's parts of us that we hide from some people because they won't understand us, or this like there's no point. But like with you guys, you can be that person in front of each other. They know like all the bad of you and they know all the good. Do you know what I'm saying? And they still love you for like both sides. So I just find it so beautiful. And with the 3 of Cups, the King of Wands, and the 10 of Coins, they're telling you that it's your destiny to have, like it's your destiny, right? Like you have the King of Wands again, confirming yourself, right? But this King of Wands is the Phoenix rising, right? The Phoenix is reborn. The Phoenix is able to you know, take its ashes and transform into something beautiful. And like, again, maybe there's been a rocky road to like come to this relationship, but again, just like the phoenix comes from the ashes, that's the symbolism behind this relationship that they want you to know. Like, it can come, maybe right now it's like not at the, you know, you're not at the best point with this person. Again, I think there's been confusion, there's been pain, but I think at the end of the day, like, there, with destiny, it's like something, it's unavoidable, right? And they want you to celebrate with the 3 of Cups and like the 10 of Coins. I feel like this is everything that you want, right? Like, it's so funny because it's like, well, I would wish the 10 of Cups was here, and then the 10 of Cups comes here, right? It's like 2 tens, the signaling that it's an ending and then a beginning, right? With the Ace of Wands. And it's just crazy to me. And because we have the 10 of Wands here. So it's like, again, confirmation again and again and again. 3 tens in this reading. No, 4 tens. I'm sorry. The Swords is here too. Every 10 has come out in this reading. It's crazy. Like, it's the ending. And I think it's when you choose for it to be. Because once you put that ego to rest, that's what they're saying too. It's like, once you're able to put this to rest, this ego, this is the ego card as well. It's like here you're able to manage it maybe, or like it's a thought in your mind of like letting go and sitting in this energy of integrity, right? Showing who you really are, right? Being vulnerable. But then it comes back again, right? Again, there's like an up and down and in and out. Like, I'm not sure I want to do this, or I'm fearful, I'm not scared, I'm fearful, I'm not scared, I'm fearful. So it's like with this 10 of Wands, it's showing that the way to like, the only way like for this to happen is to let this ego go, right? Once you're able to kind of let this go and embrace the cup energy, right? Embrace the 6 of Cups, the soulmate, embrace the love. Once you're able to embrace this love, embrace the soulmate, embrace this other half, the other part of you that you can feel but that you are fearful of, that's when this new cycle starts, right? With the Ace of Wands. And they're telling you that this is everything, right? I feel like I got this reading for you guys before. I mean, with like 4 tens, I feel like I've gotten this before. So I feel like, again, this energy is still here. The energy of like, what are you going to do? Maybe they're giving you a little bit more time. So I would say like, go for it. Again, stop like being in fear. You have the best tens here, right? Like the 10 of Coins and the 10 of Cups, a happy family, like a legacy, right? Like something that you're going to leave behind for like others. Do you see how there's like sitting there with all their like grandkids basically? And the 10 of Cups is like a happy home, a happy life, emotional fulfillment, stability and emotional fulfillment in your life, right? It's just so crazy. And then they want you to celebrate too. Like with the 3 of Cups, this talks about celebration. This talks about like, you know, like just going to a party. I feel like, again, like this clarifying the destiny just shows me like how sweet your life could be, right? And I feel like a lot of it has to do with like letting go of the ego, right? Because we have both ego cards out here. So it's like stepping into cup energy, stepping into love, stepping into loyalty, understanding that this is your soulmate, understanding that this is the person that you want to be with. It's like clear as day here. And that, yes, it's going to take strength to, you know, bury the ego, and the ego is the fear, right? It's going to take strength to let go of this fear. And I see it's like there, it's like behind you at every like stop. We get fear, or ego, fear and ego, same shit. So I understand that, but they're telling you that you have the strength to move on, that they're like encouraging you to keep going forward. Again, the 4 tens, it's very significant of the end and a brand new beginning, especially with the Ace of Wands here, right? It's not only the end, it's a brand new beginning. It's whatever you want it to be, right? Because this person, it's like a blank canvas, right? That you can like draw and create whatever it is that you want. And I feel like this is what you want, right? This 10 of Cups, this emotional fulfillment, like not only the legacy and stability, but like the person that you were meant to be with. And I feel like, again, this is like some deep shit. Like this is your soulmate, right? With the sun and the moon. And I feel like it's ancient, right? Like it goes back. Like how far back does the sun and the moon go, right? But yeah, and like the sun and the moon, they always like talk about it in stories, like they need one another to like exist. And I love that. So yeah, Leo, let's pull some advice for you guys. You have compassion, right, from the meditative session. It says, the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. I'm not going to pull more advice. I love this. I love to end it like this. I'm going to read it one more time. I would just like look at the activation, right? Sorry if it doesn't look that great. But yeah, 6 is the number of love, right, Leo? So the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Leo, I love you guys. I hope that this masculine is able to embrace this, and so is the feminine. Again, the sun and the moon. I love you. I love it. So Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I hope this resonates, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.